How come he's getting so much trouble to get her own daughter? Him, I mean.
Because we have concerns for her safety.
Mm-hmm.
We did in the beginning for sure. We still have some concerns for safety.
Mm-hmm.
And that's our job as an agency, is to ensure the safety of children.
Okay. What about if I want to keep the baby? What can I do?
You're out of state.
Uh-huh.
And we do have some concerns with that as well. Out of state, we can place children out of state, but it's a long process. So we can, again, I don't know that we would do that, because a big part of why we're asking for termination is because there's no bond with Mina. And it would be the same for you. I mean,
that's a lie, because last time I came to visit Mina, she was actually more than happy to come with me and play with me. She knows who I am. She already recognizes me. You're saying that there's no bond. That's false.
Well, she doesn't have a bond with you in the same manner. And she did well last time. She may do well next time. I hope she does. I hope that you guys have a good visit next week, because I don't want visits with you to be difficult for her. And no matter what happens with this, you'll continue to have a relationship with her, and that's what we want. We don't want to cut family out of her life. I mean, every child needs that.
But you're petitioning to strip my rights.
We are, because we feel like that's in her best interest.
But I want to know, okay, the lady said that it has to be 15, the baby has to be 15 months of age. Had I known that earlier, I would have tried to make more of an effort if possible. You get me? Like, you guys didn't tell me that I had a timeline, a deadline.
But why wouldn't you try from the very beginning your hardest to get your child
I'm saying
back?
I'm pushing hard right now as it is. I'm hiring a lawyer on my left to sue my uncle. I'm hiring a lawyer on my right to sue my insurance company so I could get a car that somebody else hit me while my girlfriend was pregnant. I'm taking care of a child, and I'm working 2 jobs right now, and I have no car. You're telling me that I'm not trying to I'm being neglectful. I'm doing nothing but trying my best. And through give or take cost to come to get from the Greyhound station to Ardmore, that costs like around $180 to $200 a month that I'm paying to go see my daughter. And you've seen me. I've walked in the rain to go visit my daughter, and you're saying that I'm neglecting her?
We're saying
where is
that
the neglect?
there hasn't been enough of an effort on your part.
How?
I know that you have a whole bunch of other life issues going on. I mean, all of us do. But if she were in your own care, you'd still have to take care of her and handle those issues.
See, at home, I would have support, though.
And her care would cost you more than $180 or $200 a month.
But I'd have support.
So I can't look to your cost. What it costs you to get up here is being prohibitive. You see, you've been inconsistent until lately with your visits. You haven't done anything on your treatment plan until the last month, the end of March, I think. And even then, the counselor that you're seeing, which I reported all of his positive information in here, but even so, the counselor that you're seeing didn't give the exact evaluations that we spoke about, and he's a licensed drug and alcohol counselor and gambling counselor versus any type of other counselor. You're making some efforts, and I totally agree with that. I have put your efforts in here. But your efforts haven't been stepped up enough for us to change our opinion that it would be in Mina's best interest to remain out of the home.
Then who do I gotta go to actually show them what I'm actually trying to do? Well, because in your eyes, I'm being a piece of shit. I want to see like if I could go to anybody else like above you guys, because you guys seem to be like pushing for termination and not trying to be in my best interest or Mina's interest, for that matter, because that lady saying, oh, it's psychologically important for her to be with whoever she's bonded with. No, it is a proven fact that a baby should be with her birth parents. And since she doesn't have her mom, she's got her dad right here. And even that, she's got her grandma. She's got family where I live at. I don't understand how there's a safety issue and a neglect issue.
We talked about all of those things at the family team meeting with Abby King, just what you're, and you agreed with the picture that was laid out that, I mean, the way that it was worded then, you said, I've never seen that before. I can see what you're telling me. It would be in her best interest. And we talked to you about making that hard decision for your daughter, and you agreed to that. And we set that court date, and then we moved it because it didn't accommodate you. And then by the next time we had spoken, it was like you had gotten bullied into changing your mind after visiting with other folks.
I got bullied
You
into making my
decided
mind. Because let's be honest, you guys know how to do your job. You get me? You know the ins and outs of your job, your policies that you decided to hide from me because
We didn't hide any information.
well, you
from
just told me
Holly.
that there's no reason to tell me about your policies.
Well, we don't. DHS policy is online.
Okay.
It's available to the public
I wasn't
at
told.
any time. And we don't give you an outline of, hey, we're going to give you 15 months to get your act together, and then if you haven't, we're going to terminate your rights. We don't tell people that because that's not the case necessarily.
But in our case, it is.
We are using policy to show that, yes, we agree that termination is in Nina's
But don't you
best
think it would be
interest.
relevant to give me information that is relevant to the case?
We feel that if you were going to make efforts, you would make efforts whether you knew of any kind of timeline or not. And just like I said, those timelines are not set for every case. They're a guideline. And in this case, that guideline applies.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the next hearing he has? 621?
No. This is when we have another hearing due by, and we do have one before that time.
Ah, ok. Vámonos entonces.